work in multiple mediums, just creating things that I like.
Finding some peace working outside and working with, natural materials.
In the world of Cherokee art,
Trying to find that green, the exact same green.
brothers Bryan and Jake Waytula
I'll try to help, man. I'll do what
have carved distinct paths, each with a style all their own. Known for their smaller, detailed works,
But working with Bryan, it's just been a treat later in life.
they've now come together for their biggest canvas yet.
18 feet by 24 feet is a monster.
We've been wanting to collaborate and kind of do a project or just work on something together.
You never know how many times you can work with another great artist that you can also call your brother.
Two individual styles, one vision. These are their masterpieces. Hello, Oklahoma. Welcome to Gallery America. I'm Jonathan Thompson. Today, we meet brothers Bryan and Jake Waytula, who created the 8 new murals here at the OKANA parking garage. Follow along as they complete their biggest project to date. Check it out.
I'm not sure what this guy's doing. I can guide you guys through. Come on.
This is 24 hours a day. You guys want to do a taco casa run at 11? Boom, give us a call. Or a donut run at 4 o'clock in the morning. Go down to get something out of it. Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to OKANA. Oh, we got a big baby Dooley. Let's take care of this guy. Good afternoon, welcome to OKANA. Hey, what's going on, ladies?
Nice.
Just leave it there, leave the keys with me.
Thank you.
My pleasure, guys.
The murals? Outstanding. Painting them when we were getting trained here.
Colors will be interesting.
Oh, Lord.
We're throwing up color on 18-foot by 24-foot concrete murals that they have built around their parking garage. Name is Bryan Waytula, and I'm an Oklahoma Cherokee artist. So people that are coming to enjoy the resort and enjoy water have, some nice things to look at. I'm high up. We're working probably anywhere from 16 feet off the ground to 25 feet in the air. This was definitely getting over that fear. I like keeping my feet on the ground.
Take a break and let me mess with it. Yeah, just take this slack. Yeah, I'm trying to give myself a little slack. There.
Yep, let's take it off.
All right, this one might be fine now.
Oh wait, did you just put it back in a certain way?
Yeah, just take this slack.
Pull this whole thing in.
Why?
Just trust me.
Okay. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I just loosened it up. There was the kink.
Just take the whole thing.
I'm trying, there.
Okay.
Let me strap this in. All right, so we are going to go right like this, right?
We're just gonna throw up these designs.
We had it this way.
We're gonna be working at night.
It's on there good?
Yeah, that feels good.
Tonight, my brother and I, we're gonna be projecting the design that I've been working on. Yeah, we homemade a piece of wood with a stand on it.
Let me strap this in.
Ratchet strap the projector down. We had to make sure it was somewhat level.
Start getting in.
My brother was running the bucket lift to get it up there.
Yeah.
Just getting him positioned right when we're projecting was a challenge in its end, because none of it, I built them to 18 foot by 24 foot. Well, some were a little smaller, some were longer. I don't know why.
I can just go up. I can go up real quick, and then we'll just see.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll try and get going. I don't know why it's so crooked. Yeah, he's making sure, you know, nothing happens with the projector, nothing is unplugged, nothing goes to sleep. You know, I have my laptop set for like 4 hours just to be safe, but you just never know.
Being completely still is sort of an inherited gene every youngest sibling probably inherits. So you know how to be real quiet and still and just let that moment pass in peace. So that's pretty much what it was like sitting up there for 2 hours straight. But I had snacks and I had drinks. Everything was fine.
Hopefully I can be in that bucket lift as little as possible. Plus my brother's gonna be in the lift with the projector for a while, so the faster I get done, the faster he's back on the ground too.
Plenty of gas.
I'm not the best with heights. That gets me to go really fast, as fast as I can.
All right, I'm heading up.
My brother's sitting up there for hours while I'm in the other bucket lift outlining this. That didn't sound good, did it?
As long as I get some reference lines up there, I don't need to outline everything. It just needs to be proportionally accurate, you know, and believable in some of these things.
But as we got them up, we would just be like, all right, I can freehand that, or I can make that up. We'll just get the main objects outlined.
My idea was to center these designs around the necessity and need for water. Design it around the 11 clans of the Chickasaw Nation. Can't breathe.
Make sure I don't take this out.
That was fast.
Hey, Jake, don't forget about that cardboard up there.
Yeah, so tonight I'm gonna get out of this getup, probably have a cold one, shower, and then just relax.
It's been a lot of fun to work on this. We've been wanting to collaborate and kind of do a project or just work on something together. And even though they're my designs and my concepts and everything, I couldn't have done this without him out here working with me.
All right, let's go. Who are you?
My name is Jake Waytula. I'm a traditional basket weaver with the Cherokee Nation, and I'm here today to describe what it's like working with my brother.
Jake and I are about 6 years apart, so there is an age gap. You know, when I was hitting high school, he was still in middle school, so we didn't have a lot of close things to do together until we got older. You know, and we started taking an interest in the arts as we got older.
Gonna be over that way just a smidge. Golly, yes. Should be able to work right here.
I've seen him develop from an early age. We hadn't worked on any project together before. I'd been really trying to fish about how we could do something together.
He was the first person I thought of to work on this with me, so it'll be a lot of fun to get to, you know, make some memories on this project.
Chickasaw Nation gave me a fantastic opportunity with this, and I'm glad they enjoyed my concepts. We're out here sweating, humidity, we're drenched, we're losing water weight. It's like, how many bottles of water have you had today? None. It's brutal on our muscles, our body.
Oh man, my back.
Yeah, we're soaking by the time we're done.
But we're getting paid to paint. I'm getting paid to paint and create. We're getting paid to paint.
I guess we'll see. What is wrong? It's wrong. Well, there shouldn't be a highlight there. Okay, all right, I need to stop.
This is the first large project that I'm venturing out into, doing some murals and putting things up on a much larger scale.
It feels more like you're like Van Gogh impressionistic. But whenever you step back, you realize that all the colors tighten in and all the lines tighten in. And that's how I knew how to just be real, a little bit more chill about how exact I need to be.
So working up close, people aren't going to see these small minor imperfections when they're looking at it, say, from 10 feet off the wall or anything until you get up close. Well, my brother and I are so detail-oriented. We try the realism we try and get in our drawings or paintings. People aren't going to be up here in these boom lifts really close looking at every line that we make, or the overspray, or maybe a small little dot we missed. That's right. I'll be sitting at the house and you can hear that ping ping when one's empty, you know, I don't know. Yeah, you hear that, I'm like, okay.
How many cans of paint?
Phew. That's a good question. After a while, you just stop losing. You stop keeping count. Like, okay, I went through 6 boxes, and I don't know, 6 to a box. I don't know, really, honestly. It's just can after can at this point. You know, we got to about 50, we were kind of like, okay, that's quite a few. And then we just kept adding, and I was like, I'm tired of counting. The style, it's not mine. The bright, bold outline colors, the spot colors. Nice to bring some art form, kind of beautify an area people can enjoy and look at, and just appreciate and enjoy. The Chickasaw Nation wanted to showcase their history and culture. They wanted it to tie in with water. You know, when I was younger, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have video games. It was either a book or coloring books. I would look out, you know, and I would see the U-Haul trailers. I loved it because of the artwork on those things. It wasn't until later on when I started studying art, I learned about the WPA style. You go back to the national park posters and you can see that style being done on other things. So because it is a resort and it's meant for recreation out here, I wanted to give a nod to the design for the national parks that they did. This was meant to be seen also from like I-40 over here to kind of draw you in. What's that? Kind of add some color to a parking structure that's normally doesn't have a lot of color around it. I know most visitors that come out here, they don't need to know the message behind them, but it is important to have artwork out there for people to be able to enjoy the artwork. That took a lot out of me. It was definitely a great learning experience. I really enjoy it out here. It just seems to help with my thought process, my anxiety. It helps relax me a little bit so I'm not on a busy street in the city. It's the only thing I'm really good at. I mean, I can't sing or dance, can't act. Hey, welcome to OETA Cribs. Come on in. This is my ride. This is the 46-inch cut, the Husky, man. I've got 20-inch rims on this. I was gonna put spinners, but I still gotta sell some more artwork to do that. Okay. All right, so this is my place. I really enjoy having my studio out here and the peace and quiet. Hopefully I'm fortunate enough that people enjoy what I do, well after I retire. I just like to draw, as long as it's something cool. I really like how my Buzz Lightyear came out. Got to finish up Boba Fett later today, and I've got to do a little bit more detail on this one. Ahsoka.
I don't want to brag or nothing, but it's like, this is perfect weather to work in. You know, I don't like to be like someone like super prideful of things, but I can't deny how good it makes me feel. Out of every job I've had, I'd say just doing this gives me the most peace. Working outside and working with, you know, natural materials, it just adds a level of fulfillment. Just having a good setting, I'm grateful for that. Just the right setting. I just dropped everything in order to start picking it up and going. It just reminds me of how close the family seemed when you were a kid, and you got grandma and your mom going to the same crafts, doing the same things. And I got to grow up with that before I even, you know, wanted to do it. It looked like extremely hard work, but all the ladies are laughing and smoking cigarettes in the den in a little circle. And you have memories attached to that. I remember the smell of the tobacco, and I used to love the smell of I still love it. But it's one of those memories, and you go to the powwows, man, and my heart just connected with those drums and the singing, and it just feels like it's a memory every time I experience it again, and it just always connects me back to childhood. Oh.
I finished working 18 feet by 24 feet, and now I'm working on a 2.5 by 3.5 card that should take me, you know, a couple hours to finish out. They call them sketch cards that I'm hoping to be a part of. Today I'm just finishing up basically like an application. For this, I need to show a couple different styles. So we have Disney, which is more the flat 2D colors. Then the Pixar, more shading, a little bit more dimension to them. Marvel, they want more of the comic book artistry done. Lucasfilms, they're wanting some different skin tones on things that what I can produce skin tone wise. I'm just sketching out some examples.
I just kind of leave these hanging.
Just remember being amazed at every piece of work I'd see over at Red Earth when I was little. Working in 3 dimensions feels better than just 2, even though you're trying to manipulate a 3rd dimension within it. My level of frustration in things is pretty crazy. Most people can just go, oh, I'm not getting it. It can be destructive, but with my mother around, she was always good about knowing when I needed a break and just let it go. You know, my mom would just be humming while she's working, and I'm huffing, trying to put these things together, and she would always, it reminded me of being a kid, because I'd hear her humming or singing, and then, you know, every now and then I'll do the same. You just gotta think about what's coming up. So you're kind of thinking 3 moves ahead, really.
I have to check my design every now and then. I think that's right. Get a little lost in something.
Once you start and you get it all going, man, you're off to the races.
This is a very large colored pencil drawing. It gets mistaken for paint. I think with all artists, you know, we enjoy working on it, but there's a struggle in there too a little bit where we're like, God, I can't wait to finish this. This has been a pain. And then when we're done, you know, we have that moment of appreciation where we can sit back and just enjoy it.
But that one ended up, was chosen as a semi-finalist for one of the portrait competitions at the National Portrait Gallery at the Smithsonian. A lot of fun for me. It was nerve-wracking, but you know, sending a piece like this freight, worrying if it'll get damaged. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pieces that I've finished. This piece I really like. There are my spray paint works. I think I produced probably about 15 of them before the stencils started just failing on me. These are my heritage horses, is what I call them. And this one here is kind of designed after my favorite summer treat when it's just hot and humid here in Oklahoma. Watermelons. They were really popular. Call this my Revelations war pony. Behold the pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. The power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. With the Plains tribes, they would put symbols and markings on their horses that have seen battle. So that's why he has seen battle or has seen war. That's why he's got the scoring around one of his eyes. Let's see, I want to put it this way. I think it came out successful. Originally, I wanted to do 4 of them, almost like chess pieces. I love playing chess. I found out how expensive bronze was to make, and there's a reason I don't have a foundry here. So when I was screen printing, you know, just types, or that's one I actually screen printed, kind of a parody off the realtor.com, you know. This jean jacket I've sprayed and from a drawing, and stencils again, color separating. And this is Eugene Braverock, who has been seen in movies. He's a stunt man. Cut out this patch and probably try and center it in here. Probably do a couple other things with some dates or textures or designs. Sign it and let someone enjoy it.
Yeah, the rest are like that. Just making a cuff, you know, an aluminum cuff that's 1.5 inches width by 6 inches length, and I weave around it using my black ash, very thinly cut black ash. I always wet it, and my splints that are my colors, so I don't really have to wet much. I just have to make sure this thing is pliable enough that it won't rip or anything like that. It doesn't.
Oh, God, it's so hot. My hand creep in there. Sometimes I can't even tell what kind of artist I am. I don't know, a mixed media artist. I'm just kind of so random, I'm all over the place. Yeah. I'll take a drawing to a show, and then next thing I know, I bring a bronze. It's like, what's he doing? So I'm gonna end up just weeding this out, right?
My mother started doing this actually, and I just fell in love with it. Right around the time I was learning how to weave the baskets. You know, same traditional shapes, using the basketry, sometimes fun shapes that aren't traditional. They just kind of work together. I like to play around with everything. Nothing too crazy. It goes fast. I'm about to come up to the end where I wrap it. You pretty much tie it off, but you have to do like this thing where you tuck in under it. Do one real quick.
That's overkill. We worked tirelessly to save for years and put back so I could have a studio out here and have the space to do multiple mediums, you know. Bash your canvas. The silk screen press out there, spray painting, large canvas works.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. I'm sure it's gonna look good, guys.
Oh, okay. I was like, what am I doing? Okay. little bit of that in there. My X-Acto knife, that's all right.
I'm really happy with how they turned out and the finished product and everything, but now I feel like I can take it, I can breathe now that they're finished, you know, and just kind of enjoy the artwork themselves.
It's fantastic thinking about at the beginning how daunting it was and to be on the mountaintop.
You know, with just me and him, we hit a groove and we just go.
And I just want to celebrate and choose my brother out and say that,
You know, the moment was memorable, and it would be great to do it again.
sleep in, relax.
Take a little vacation.
You can keep up with Bryan by following him on Instagram @WayTooLegit and Jake @NativeCuff. And if you want to see their work in person, swing by the Cherokee Art Market every October in Tulsa. Well, that's all the time we have for Gallery America. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, you can see past episodes by going to our website, oeta.tv/GalleryAmerica. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram @OETA Gallery. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay arty, Oklahoma.